The Ramadhani brothers auditioned in the second week of season 18 of America's Got Talent, but fans voiced their worry for the pair in the act. The two brothers from Tanzania showcased their incredible acrobatic skills, with their head-to-head balancing shocking the live audience and TV viewers. Fadhili Ramadhani and Ibrahim Jabu performed in front of judges Simon Cowell, 63, Sofia Vergara, 50, Heidi Klum, 50, and Howie Mandel, 67, in a nail-biting routine. At one point, the performers climbed up a ladder, with one balancing on the head of the other completely hands-free. As they stood in front of the ladder, host Terry Crews, 54, admitted, "Oh my goodness, I don't know if I can watch this." The judges all looked terrified by what was to come, with Heidi clutching onto her neighbor Howie's arm. After the talented duo had made it to the top of the ladder, Terry turned to the camera and revealed, "There's no net." This meant that if the Ramadhani brothers fell from the top, it would be straight onto the hard ground of the stage. On Reddit, one horrified fan blasted, "I feel like the brothers' act was super scary and dangerous, and Terry even said they didn't have a net. Like, why would they risk a major injury and have another incident like Jonathan Goodwin had? He's paralyzed." Jonathan Goodwin is a Welsh retired stunt performer, escape artist, and daredevil who gained widespread fame after appearing on America's Got Talent. However, after originally reaching the semifinals, Jonathan decided to return to America's Got Talent in late 2021, this time as a contestant in the new spin-off series America's Got Talent, Extreme. The show was described on the NBC website as the most outrageous, unique, and jaw-dropping acts of enormous scale and magnitude that simply cannot be confined to a theater stage. During his act, the 43-year-old was crushed between two suspended cars while trying to escape a straitjacket upside down 30 feet in the air. Jonathan's fiancée, Sherlock actress Amanda Abington, revealed in May that her partner now uses a wheelchair after he sustained a number of serious injuries in his performance, less than 2 years ago. She explained, "He fell 30 feet and lost a kidney, broke both shoulder blades, shattered both legs. Third-degree burns, broke his spine, and severed his spinal cord and nearly died. And then on the operating table, he nearly died again. Unless there's a kind of stem cell surgery, or that thing that Elon Musk is designing with the little chip, it'll be like that forever." Not worth IT. In the season premiere of the show, acrobatic group 3G took to the stage and proved that routines don't always go to plan. Soon after starting their routine, the group of 3 women was in a shocking, gravity-defying tower. Unfortunately, they soon fell to the ground. The judges looked concerned, with Sophia turning away and trying to settle the audience. The determined trio got back up and ran through a couple of other tricks, but tension rose when backstage staff pulled out a mat to place behind them on stage. Just before completing the finale of their 3-minute act, they once again fell. They got up and attempted again, despite Howie's fear, but toppled to the ground for the 3rd time. On Twitter after the performance, one concerned viewer said, "I was rooting for them, however it was not a clean act. They were very shaky. Judges should have told them to practice more and come back next year. Not worth breaking your neck." AGT slammed for incredibly dangerous act without safety net just 1 year after contestant's accident left him paralyzed. America's Got Talent AGT, the long-running talent show famous for its dazzling performances and jaw-dropping stunts, is facing intense backlash after a recent episode featured a death-defying act performed without any visible safety net. This controversial decision comes just a year after one of the show's contestants, Jonathan Goodwin, suffered a life-altering accident during a rehearsal, leaving him paralyzed. Critics, fans, and safety experts alike have labeled the decision as incredibly dangerous and reckless, sparking heated debates about the lengths the show will go for entertainment. A harrowing reminder of the past. The memory of Jonathan Goodwin's accident is still fresh in the minds of many. In October 2021, the daredevil and escapologist attempted a stunt involving two cars suspended in the air. The stunt went horribly wrong when the timing of the release was miscalculated, causing the cars to collide with Goodwin in between. The impact left him with multiple fractures, burns, and a severe spinal cord injury that ultimately resulted in paralysis. The incident was a wake-up call for many about the risks stunt performers face and raised questions about AGT's safety protocols. At the time, the show issued a statement expressing regret and promising to review its safety measures. However, just a year later, the recent act has reignited concerns about whether those promises were ever fully realized. The controversial act. The act in question aired during the latest season of AGT and involved a pair of acrobats performing a high-wire routine suspended several feet above the ground. Unlike previous high-risk performances that relied on harnesses or safety nets, this act was performed with no visible safeguards. The performers executed flips, spins, and even blindfolded maneuvers, leaving both the audience and judges visibly tense. While the act received a standing ovation from the judges, including Simon Cowell and Sofia Vergara, the reaction from viewers was far less enthusiastic. Social media exploded with criticism, with many accusing the show of prioritizing shock value over the performer's well-being. "Did we learn nothing from Jonathan Goodwin's accident?" one viewer tweeted. "How can AGT justify putting people in danger like this again?" Another wrote, "This is entertainment, not a gladiator ring. Someone's life isn't worth a few ratings points." Fans and experts call out the show. Fans were not the only ones voicing their concerns. Industry professionals and safety experts also chimed in, criticizing the decision to allow such a stunt without visible precautions. Dr. Susan Hayes, a safety consultant for live performances, called the move irresponsible in an interview. While stunts and acrobatics are inherently risky, the absence of basic safety measures like nets or harnesses is unacceptable, Hayes said. "It's one thing to push the boundaries of human performance. It's another to recklessly gamble with someone's life." Others pointed out the psychological toll such acts can take, not just on the performers, but also on their families and audiences. The thrill of watching something dangerous can quickly turn into trauma if things go wrong, as was the case with Goodwin's accident. The ethics of risk in entertainment. The controversy has also reignited a broader ethical debate about the role of danger in entertainment. While risk is an undeniable element of many art forms, ranging from circus performances to extreme sports, there's a fine line between calculated risk and recklessness. Some argue that part of the allure of shows like AGT lies in the anticipation of danger. Watching performers push the limits of their abilities creates suspense and excitement, keeping audiences on the edge of their seats. However, critics contend that this should never come at the expense of safety. "The problem is that these shows have turned danger into a spectacle," said Mark Fisher, a cultural critic specializing in media ethics. "The more dangerous the act, the more viral it becomes. But at what cost? We're setting a dangerous precedent where performers feel pressured to take greater risks just to stand out." AGT's response. Amid the growing backlash, AGT released a brief statement defending its commitment to safety. "All acts featured on America's Got Talent undergo rigorous safety protocols and are performed under the supervision of trained professionals," the statement read. "The safety and well-being of our performers are our top priorities." However, this assurance has done little to quell the outrage. Critics have pointed out that the lack of a visible safety net or harness undermines the credibility of the show's claims. Furthermore, some have accused AGT of downplaying the risks involved, citing the show's history of showcasing increasingly dangerous stunts. Jonathan Goodwin speaks out. Jonathan Goodwin himself weighed in on the controversy via his social media accounts. In a heartfelt post, the former AGT contestant shared his perspective on the issue, drawing from his own traumatic experience. Performers like us love what we do, but we also trust the platforms that showcase our talents to value our safety as much as our skills, Goodwin wrote. I understand the thrill of pushing boundaries, but there's a difference between bravery and recklessness. Let's not forget that accidents don't just affect the performer. They affect families, friends, and audiences too. Goodwin's post garnered widespread support, with fans and fellow performers echoing his sentiments. Where does AGT go from here? The controversy has placed AGT at a crossroads. As one of the most watched talent shows in the world, the program wields significant influence over what is considered acceptable in the realm of live performance. The choices it makes moving forward could set a precedent for how other talent shows and live productions approach safety. Some have suggested that AGT should implement stricter safety regulations, such as requiring all high-risk acts to use visible safety measures like nets or harnesses. Others have called for greater transparency in the show's safety protocols, arguing that audiences have a right to know what measures are in place to protect performers. The show's producers are also under pressure to balance the thrill factor with ethical considerations. While danger undeniably draws viewers, public opinion suggests that the appetite for risk has its limits, especially when real lives are at stake. The future of high-risk entertainment. As AGT grapples with this latest controversy, it's clear that the conversation about safety in entertainment is far from over. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the real risks involved in creating spectacles that captivate audiences worldwide. For performers, the decision to participate in such acts is deeply personal. Many view it as a chance to showcase their unique talents and achieve their dreams on a global stage. However, as the industry evolves, there is a growing call for greater accountability and a commitment to putting people before profits. As one fan eloquently put it on social media, we watch AGT to be amazed, not to witness potential tragedy. Let's hope the show remembers that before it's too late. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.